Todo el mundo tiene amigos. Hay amigos para chatear. Amigos con quienes salir un sábado por la noche. Amigos con quienes pasar el tiempo sin hacer nada. Amigos que aparecen el día de la mudanza. Y hay amigos que estarán allí si alguien se está enfrentando a una enfermedad mental. ¿Eres tú uno de esos amigos? Todo el mundo tiene...
Bronxnet. Your voice, your views, your vision.
The views and opinions expressed on this program are those of the participants and do not reflect the views of Bronxnet or the program underwriters.
Hello and welcome to Open, everyone, the show that brings you the best of arts, music, entertainment, sports, and so much more. I'm Rhina Valentin, your café con leche this morning. And first up, we've got some exciting ideas for your weekend in our Open Weekend Preview. Then we'll have a special guest from up north who seems to be appearing right now. Well, hello there up north, Mr. Frosty. All right, plus we've got Julio Rodriguez in the house. He's going to give us a taste of some savory holiday recipes. And Bobby C. interviews attendees at the 2011 Heisman Trophy Award ceremony. And in our Open Artist Spotlight, we'll introduce you to some rockers with a homegrown advantage. So stay tuned. All that and more headed your way, because now we are officially open. Welcome to Open. Rhina Valentin here, and you are watching Open, of course. And you know, we here at Open live for your feedback. So please send us any feedback that you may have on this show or any shows that have previously aired by sending us an email to open@bronxnet.org. And you know, you can click on our website 24/7 at bronxnet.org. And you know, we are tweeting nowadays, people. So send us a little chirp at Bronxnet TV. That's right. All right, well, you know, the month of December is here, people, and, well, as you know, that means the holidays are upon us. You have to welcome and, well, I have to kind of get used to our live decorations here. We've got Frosty in the house, and he seems to be a little camera happy. So, since we are live, we're going to entertain the live decorations of Frosty the Snowman. All right, we'll carol later, but now it's time to share some exciting holiday events with you. It is now time for our Open Weekend Preview. First up, the Bronx River Arts Center's annual holiday party will take place tonight at 6 p.m. That's right. There will be an exciting mix of festivities from the Shifting Community Artist Series. Many of the artists will be on hand to help with the creation of mixtapes for your families during the holidays, and food and drinks will be on hand. So make sure you go toast with us, with them, and yeah, get your holiday cheer on again. That's right. This event is taking place Friday, December 16th from 6 to 9 p.m. at the Bronx River Arts Center, which is located at Bronx River Arts Center. Bronx River Arts Center is located at 305 East 140th Street. And for more information, you can go to www.bronxriverart.org. Next up, the Bronx Academy of Arts and Dance proudly presents Los Nutcrackers, a Christmas we can't say that on air. We can't say that's the tag word on air, but the popular play returns to the bad stages for the 8th year and interweaves two holiday classics, The Nutcracker and A Christmas Carol. The play closes its curtains this weekend, so make sure to take advantage of this hilarious opportunity. The Bronx Academy of Arts and Dance is located at 841 Barretto Street, and that is here in the Bronx, Hunts Point section of the Bronx. And for more information, you can go to www.bronxacademyofartsanddance.org. Also, we have the free pre-Kwanzaa celebration and African marketplace this Sunday. Aya and Omo Obatala Egbe invites the community to a day of children's activities, including swirl art with a Kwanzaa feel. Yes, storytelling, games, and more at 2:30. That's happening between 2:30 and 8:30 p.m. The event will take place at the Adam Clayton Powell State Office Building. Art Gallery is on the second floor, located at 163 West 125th Street. That's in New York, Manhattan, New York, of course. And the workshops, once again, begin at 3:30 p.m., and that is happening this Sunday, people. All right, the 18th, the program is at 5 p.m., and the Zawadi gift distribution is at 8 p.m. All are welcome, but donations of unwrapped toys and or cultural books are actually suggested and would be appreciated. For more information, you can call 718-989-2166. All right, so finally, the Bronx annual Hanukkah celebration is taking place on Thursday, December 22nd at noon. The Bronx Borough President Ruben Diaz Jr. invites you to join him and Mistress of Ceremony, which is Susan Waldman, New York Yankees broadcaster, and Daphna Israel Kotak, and Sherfoon, recording artist and educator. That's right, the Bronx annual Hanukkah celebration at the Bronx County Courthouse. And the day will be filled with music and cultural refreshments. Seating is complimentary, but limited. The Bronx County Courthouse is located at Veterans Memorial Hall, which is at 851 Grand Concourse. To RSVP, call 718-590-3989. Again, that's next Thursday, the 22nd at noon. Well, there you have it. Isn't that fabulous? So there, you have some great ideas for your weekend and, you know, whatever your holiday, or whatever holiday that is you're celebrating this season. All right, so like I said earlier, we've got some live decorations on our live open show, and we don't want you to go anywhere, but we're actually going to take a look at Cochlear Americans Health and Hearing Seminar that was recently held, and when we come back, well, we're going to speak to the mysterious skating Frosty the Snowman, even though he's not skating right now. He's awfully camera happy, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Cochlear America held a hearing health seminar in the New York City area, and that's where we caught up with a mom and daughter who are recipients of the nucleus cochlear implant.
It's a surgical procedure that's about 4 to 5 hours long. So the actual surgery was when she was 14 months old. And then it was activated a month later because the head and the ear canal and whatnot needs time to heal.
Understanding the difference between a hearing aid and a cochlear implant can make all the difference.
A routine hearing aid puts mechanical energy into your ear and overdrives the normal part of your middle ear to help you hear better. A cochlear implant works entirely differently. It electrically stimulates the surviving nerve endings within your inner ear.
And sadly for many, the condition is gradual and progressive.
There's a need for repetition, decreased ability on the phone, and oftentimes in the work environment, they can't communicate with their coworkers as they had to prior.
I would sit at the kitchen table with my family, unable to understand what they were saying unless somebody was looking directly at me. I felt alone no matter where I was. It was awful.
Really reach
Hearing
their full
professionals
potential. Well, how do you
hearing
go
check
about doing
every
that?
2 years,
Well, one of the things that we,
especially
again,
if
as
you're
we stand
using
behind is
in-ear
binaural hearing.
earbuds.
Talk to your general practitioner, and they'll be able to refer you to an ear, nose, and throat doctor or an audiologist that they may know. It never hurts to get evaluated.
So what's up next for Amelia Palace?
It sort of rocks your world as far as what is going to be available for them in their future. So when she got to start taking this dance class with all the other little 3-year-old girls and is kicking and tapping and smiling and laughing and, you know, bopping to the music, yes, I was crying with tears of pure joy, because for her to be able to do all those same things and to be already caught up just 2 years after her surgery is amazing.
For Bronxnet, this is Sylvia.
Hello, and thanks for staying with us. Welcome back to the studio. You're watching Open. Rhina Valentin here. And, well, you know, if you've been down by Rockefeller Center lately, you may have seen this guy. He's a little chilly, but, you know, he has such a warm heart. And, well, we're going to have a nice little conversation here. I don't know how we're going to do that, but please welcome to the show, Frosty the Snowman. Actually, he's Frosty the roller skating, ice skating snowman. Yeah. And hello, hello, please do not fall. We do not. Hi, yay. This is going to be so interesting. So, okay. Well, look at him. Look at him. Aren't you cordial? All right, go ahead. Do your little cross of the leg again. Uh-huh. All right. So, let's have a conversation. Well, let's try to have a conversation, right? Okay, so last year, we're going to start with last year, right? Last year, we did the special open at Fordham Plaza, and we did it in a glassmobile, and then there was this, you know, mysterious snowman roller skating around, and interesting enough, you know, he looked friendly and safe enough that I did a whole bunch of photo ops. I mean, this snowman was dipping me. I was like, wow, who is this Frosty guy, right? Don't you want to know? I certainly want to know. And so somehow his publicist reached out to us and sent us some clippings, some newspaper clippings, saying how he's been out there and he's being written up and he's been putting on a lot of holiday cheer and just pretty much making people smile, right? I mean, when was the last time you saw a roller skating snowman, right? Go ahead, show off your roller skates. Pretty cool roller skate. And he's down like that, okay? He's down like that. He's like down like that. You saw that? Look, he's got flavor. So, obviously he's an urban snowman, right? He's an urban snowman, yeah. And, of course, as I was saying, we were contacted by his publicist, and they sent us some press clippings. I believe you were in Riverdale, right? The Riverdale Press. And, well, he's actually making some noise, and he's been doing this thing regularly at Rockefeller Center. And we thought it would be interesting to have this urban, you know, flavorful, roller skating, old school, okay, because he's got the four-wheelers. Let's just do it, yeah, let's show that, because that's like a big deal, all right, because everybody's into rollerblades now, but no, he's keeping it real, right, because that means he could do some nice spinning and some, can you do a little spin for us? All right, look, he's going to do it. I don't know if the cameras are going to be able to follow. All right, go for it, Frosty, go, Frosty, go. You need, yeah, Can you spin? Can you do a little spin? Okay, too much. All right, sorry about that. We don't want to overwork him. He has to save some of his energy. That's hilarious. You rock. You so rock. You so rock. Okay, so how has it been actually ice skating on Rockefeller? I'll let you catch your breath. You said, Oh, you roller skating at Rockefeller. So you're not even getting on the ice. That's hilarious, okay? Because you know this is the season to be ice skating at Rockefeller Center. And then you got a snowman roller skating. Now, how do you roller skate on ice? Yeah, let's think about that for a minute. That's pretty, that's ingenious. That's ingenious. Roller skating on ice. I see. So you run on ice with the roller skate. So I guess you're like hopping on the stoppers. Okay, so how does that put a smile on people's faces, though? Oh, you're doing the heart thing. Oh, he just warmed my heart. All right, I get it. I so get it. I so get it. So, really and truly, what made you decide to just do this, right? Because you're voluntarily doing this every weekend at Rockefeller Center. Okay. Oh, you're going to reveal yourself? All right. Are we ready to see who this mysterious, frosty, roller skating frosty snowman is? All right. Can we get a drum roll, please? Here's Frosty, the roller skating snowman, is Hansel. Woo! Love it. I know you were dying to breathe is what it was. Look at him. He's all sweaty.
First of all, I want to say Merry Christmas to everybody, and thank you for having me on the show. Everybody here that's working hard on this Friday before Christmas weekend, next week. Your question was, what made me want to do this?
You want to catch your breath for a minute?
No,
you're good. You're good.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Okay.
I hang out with you, I can do this.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we all have hard times during Christmas, and some people go sad, and some people don't have that much money. But I turned around and I said, you know, I'm going to take every single inch of positive in my body and every single inch of every smile that I can put on someone's face and use it all and put it into my energy and skate around and help the kids and watch their smiles. And every time someone smiles and I hug them and they hug me and I pick them up and we take pictures, I don't charge nobody. I don't want their money because I'm not into that. Like Charlie Brown, you know, we don't want to make it that commercial looking thing. We want it coming from the heart. And that's what I'm about, always from the heart. Everything comes from the heart. And I want to put the Christmas cheer in every single person. People turn me into postcards. They turn me into their family pictures that they send overseas. And it doesn't bother me because at the end of the day, I may be tired, I may be sweating, but my heart is warm, and so theirs, and the children's smiles are amazing.
I'm sure. That's so sweet. It's such a wonderful gesture. Not to mention you getting your workout on.
Forget about it.
Hello. No, I mean, of course, you know, I had to throw that in there. But really, behind all of this, it's truly is a great gesture. And thank you for coming and revealing yourself on air here because, you know, you're doing this voluntarily every weekend. And obviously, you invested in this costume because you've had it since last year.
Right.
So.
Actually, I have a team. My friend Bobby, whose mom passed away last year, and he was really sad. So I told him, come with me, I'm going to put a smile on your face. And you couldn't take the man's smile off his face. And then I have Eric Martel, who lost his job, and put him, I said, come on, let's get him involved. And Steven Garcia was having a hard time. I said, come on, let's go put some smile on people's faces. And at the end of the day, they can't take the smile off their face. They video record it, and they can't take the smile off their face. So I want to thank them also because without them giving me water, getting me my Gatorade, and you know, and it's amazing, you know, what a smile on anybody's face.
Look, there's the image of
what
you.
a smile on people's faces can do. You know, not only does it have to be the holidays, but any day, but especially during a time when people may have lost their family members. Like I know, a lot of people have lost their family members this year. You put a smile on someone's face, it lasts for a long time.
It does. It
and
does.
the warmth in somebody's heart last for a very long time. Just like your smile, you
Yes,
can't take it.
no, he doesn't even have the mask on because
She can't take the
you
smile
know
off
why?
her face.
Because I can only imagine the reactions of people because I know I was very happy when I saw you last year. So listen, where if people wanted to catch Frosty the Snowman, I mean, there's no frostythesnowman.com, right?
There's no Frosty the Snowman. There's no Facebook Frosty. There's just Catch Me If You Can.
Catch you if you can.
Catch me if you can.
If they can.
I'll be by Rockefeller Center. God blessing. Everything goes well tomorrow. I'll be by right across the street from Radio City Music Hall. Let Santa Claus know I'm right there with him. Let Rudolph know I'm right there with him. That we're part of the Christmas spirit. And I want to share that with every single person in this room and all over, as far as we can take it to. Just push it because it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful holiday. Every day is a blessing of a day.
Beautiful. Happy holidays. Thank you, Handel. You're so funny. You're so funny. But you're going to stay with us to the end of the show, right?
I'm not going nowhere.
Okay, good. All right, so don't go anywhere because we got more Frosty. Well, he's going to be roller skating around. And once again, Frosty, he's going to be spreading the holiday cheer. And, well, if you're around Rockefeller Center, he will be back on his skates at Rockefeller Center. And, you know, we'll continue the holiday festivities when we return with Chef Julio Rodriguez, and that's happening next on Open. But first, the Latin Trendsetters Awards were held recently, and our very own Sylvia Alden was there. So let's take a look.
Great honor because, as you know, Latin Trends has been doing great, during these past years, especially, keeping our Latino community very well informed of all the new things that are in our society, in our city, New York City. So I am so glad to be here, to be part of this event, and I hope that Latin Trends keeps on growing and growing every year.
Award that they recognize, like I said, the achievement in our community, in different categories, and this is what we are going to see, how the Latin community is growing and it have the presence in this city. When I work with my community, it's always an honor for me. It's always when we achieve something, I want to be there. I am part of this community, and always when they need me, I will be there.
I do what I do because I love it, because it's a passion. Not because I'm Latino, but that's a good byproduct of it. So I'm tremendously honored that they selected me for this because it just moves me. These are my people, and together we're fighting for the same things, and to be recognized by them means a lot. Great deal.
I grew up in Miami, Florida. I'm the son of Cuban immigrants, and I was always taught from day one to be very proud that I was Hispanic, that I was the son of immigrants, that my parents worked hard to come to this country. My grandfather left a job in Cuba at Procter & Gamble to wash dishes at the Fontainebleau Hotel in Miami Beach so his son could have an opportunity and I could be here giving you this speech. So thank you so much.
Vamos a recibir con un fuerte aplauso a José Alberto el Canario. A la hora que me llamen voy.
Faces that don't look like us in places where we should be.
That was my father's dream for our family to grow up and be educated here in the United States of America.
You see in you what you may not even see in yourself sometimes, and I have had the incredibly good fortune.
Really a great honor to be recognized by our community.
It's a big responsibility to now carry even a bigger voice for Latinos. What I do and the fact that I stand here as a public servant, they also work to help make their communities a better place to live.
So we had an opportunity to catch up with the who's who and the Latino community at the Latin Trendsetter 2011 Awards. For Bronxnet, this is Sylvia England.
Nice, Dad. Nice, Dad. Nice.
Charles!
Nice, Dad.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of siblings in foster care who'll take you just as you are.
Hello, and welcome back to Open. Rhina Valentin here. I hope you're ready for some, some delicious treats. That's right. Our next guest was raised in the Bronx. He's worked in many restaurants, clubs, and bars, and one day came home and told his wife, well, I think I'm going to write a cookbook. And so the result of that was published in 2007. Now, Chef Julio Rodriguez is back with Cooking Columbus, a history of cooking in the Caribbean. And Cooking Columbus is an achievement of a lot of research, hard work, and 2 years dedication to a cause, to bringing the reader back to a time when the islands truly were an island paradise. He's also here now to show us how to make bread pudding. And, well, it's already made, so I guess we're going to taste the bread pudding. Please welcome to the show, Chef Julio Rodriguez. Hello, hello.
Welcome. How are you? Thank you.
Good, good, good. All right, so this is actually your second book, right?
Yes.
All right, so just take us on a little trip, because I kind of just narrated how, one day you just said, I'm going to write a cookbook, but it wasn't just like that.
Well, what happened was I heard so often, you cook so well, you should write a cookbook, that one day, I think it happened the 500th time that I heard that, I came home and I said, that's it. I don't want to hear this anymore. I'm writing a cookbook. And Dolores says to me, well, honey, but you're not an author, you don't write. I said, no, but I'm going to do one. And would you believe that since it's been 2 years, I haven't heard that anymore. I'm now working, well, I've just finished completing the second book, which took actually 2 years.
You don't hear
to
what
put
anymore,
together.
that you're not an author?
No, that I should write a cookbook.
Oh, that you should write a cookbook. Oh, okay. I thought you were mentioning the fact that because you wrote Doll's House, right?
Doll's
First.
Kitchen.
Doll's Kitchen,
yeah.
right? Which I'm sure short for Dolores,
yeah.
right?
My wife is nicknamed Doll or Dolly in Spanish.
Beauty.
Yeah, she looked like a chubby Raggedy Ann when she was a baby. So they nicknamed her Muñeca or Doll.
Muñeca, that's so cute.
And then after that, the one that I really wanted to put together was a book showing the history of the Caribbean from the point of contact with the Indians, take it all the way back to our people in general. And to give it a history of the Taínos, the Arawaks, the Caribs, slavery, pirates, my favorite, and rum, spices, roots and vegetables, and I covered 22 islands from the history of each island, the art, the music, the culture.
No, I received the book prior to the show, and I'm hoping you're going to sign my book today,
Sure.
because I didn't have you sign it. And what is most interesting about it is, aside from obviously learning the recipes, which I thought was awfully generous. I mean, he actually has recipes for every single island dish. But in addition, and when I say island dish, we're referencing the Caribbean islands, which is why it's called Cooking Columbus. But he also gives you history. He gives you cultural background. He gives you the favorites, the most common, and then of course the ingredients. And at that point, it's really up to each individual to make it their own.
Yes.
And that, based on what I read, this looked like it required a lot of time to put together, because there's a lot of history.
Yeah, it took about 1.5 years, and after a while I was talking to the book. The book was answering me, and one day I come to the book and I say, are you finished? The book says, no. And I'm like, what is it now? And the book says, well, now you have to feature an item for every island. Of course, more research. I finished that part. Then my son comes in and says, Dad, you're an artist. Why don't you put a painting for each island? So I have 22 islands. I finally did 20 paintings. The last 2 were photographs. I was
So you did the
exhausted.
paintings as well that are in here.
They represent every chapter of each island.
Of each island.
Right.
Okay, so I just want to just really short, kind of like show everybody an idea of what we're talking about, because again, this book taps into all of the Caribbean islands, Dominica, and basically the way he's designed it is, aside from the imagery, there's ingredients, but there's a history. And he starts off with semi, which is indigenous. So this is like a great book to reference from a historical perspective, and not only that, learn the basics of like the foods or the dishes that are associated with certain islands.
Right, yes.
Right?
Yes, what happened was I studied art as a child, but I didn't paint. I stopped when I finished high school and college, and I decided to go back into art when I retired, which was last year. And of course, my way through the Navy, I decided that I didn't want to paint ships gray, and the only two things that were available was culinary training or clean uniform. So I decided to go with the stomach instead of the uniform, and went to school and studied culinary arts, and that was back in the 60s.
It's okay. I live in denial, and I say it all the time.
It's been a few years. And actually, since I was an artist, my food looked great. Didn't taste great, but it looked good. And then I had to work on that, taste part to get it to fit the look.
Right.
And,
so, and we're going to be able to taste this later to talk about the taste test. But what did you find in your development that assisted in your taste process, or the palates and filling the palate? Like, is there a secret that you
well,
can
there's
share?
lots of secrets. Almost every ingredient has secrets. We get to a point where we say, I used a lot of love in making this particular product. But love isn't a spice. Love is something that you put into, it's a feeling.
Right.
And if you put that feeling into food, it's always going to come out good. It's going to have a lot of love, and especially if you're making it. And I would say to anyone who wants to become a chef, remember, there's a lot of hours, a lot of training, a lot of weekends, a lot of holidays that you're going to be working. So it has to have that love aspect. You must really enjoy being there and doing that.
And putting it together. That is so interesting. What a wonderful piece of advice.
Yeah, it's true.
Because basically, and you know what? I feel it. I feel what you're saying. Because you can tell when somebody's doing something because they have to do it as opposed to loving to do it.
Little love goes into everything I make. And it's a magic ingredient. You don't really see it's from the heart.
Oh, I get to taste his love. Now, before we even go to that, I understand that you have these videos on YouTube. Can you share a little bit about, we're looking at it right now.
Oh, yes.
So I guess you teach people how to make things?
Yes, what it is that we decided to do more than one video. I'm flooding the market with videos on foods, and since we have so many recipes in the Caribbean, I figured, well, let's do a video for every recipe. And
what is this that you're making right now?
this is pudding de pan. We did this.
Okay, good.
This is a few days ago.
Shows you how much I bake.
Yes, this is our kitchen at home, where we produce the videos. And I'm looking forward to somebody somewhere saying, hey, there's 8 videos already. Next year there'll be 20. We figure we'll go up to 100 until somebody says, let's give this guy a show, so he stops making videos.
What do you mean stop making videos?
Well,
That's the whole idea.
Yeah,
the
whole idea is
videos.
to have it continue and teach people. A friend of mine said last week, that you're actually carrying the process of how to cook the old style, which is something that we need. And I said it was really
Okay, so
nice.
what is that? What is the process of cooking the old style?
It's, well, music, art, and food from the past are things that the young people today don't necessarily get too much in school and training. This is a development process that we need to put more effort into, and I figured I would do that by my videos, my books, and I teach culinary art 3 or 4 times a month in New Rochelle, And we're doing pasteles the old ways, sopaos.
When you say the old ways, would that mean that you're not using a food processor? You're actually guayando?
Well, we do use the food processor.
Ah, that's not the old way.
But we have a very good one. I feel this way. If you're going to make 20 pasteles, go ahead, grind them. But if you're going to make 500, and we usually do during this time of the year, you know, you're going to need a lot of people, or you might as well break out a machine.
You know, back in the day, the way we used to do it is like we would make a patele party, and we would just sit there and guayar, and you know, I mean, I know it's not highly recommended now, but you know, blood was part of the flavoring at that
little
time.
skin.
A little skin, you know.
And that was the love that went into the food back in those days. Yeah, it's funny. But a good friend of mine says, you know, it's nice that you're doing this because it seems to be a lost art. And we don't want to lose art. We don't want to lose any of these.
Okay, so now that we have the bread pudding, right?
Yes.
It's already made. So he has blessed us with an already made bread pudding, and we didn't get to go into the details of what goes into there. However, that's in the book, and it's also on the videos, and we just shared a clip of the videos. So I am actually going to be the taste tester and share with you guys all the love that he put into this. And in the meantime, while he's describing how he's going to cut it out, because I see he's got some whipped cream there, he could share with everyone where you can see the videos, exactly what YouTube channel, and where you can actually purchase the book.
Well, basically, you know, I make bread puddings, and a lot of people add simple raisins to bread pudding. I'd like to take it a step further. You can add walnuts, you can add pecans.
Can we just show that to the camera? Like
Sure,
they're right there. Yeah, look. Okay, so what's in there?
This one is made from raisins, and there's also a way that I showed in the clip where you put it into water, a bain-marie, and what it does, it makes a very moist pudding de pan. You can make it without the water, and it comes out a little drier, the way that we used to in the old style. This is the more modern concept that makes it softer and smoother. You're going to like the way.
All right, I can't wait. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I am like very anxious to actually eat pudding for breakfast. Oh, and he's putting the whipped cream
here.
And I see everybody in the crew salivating already.
Yeah.
Easy, everyone.
I think we brought enough for just about everyone.
We brought enough for everyone?
Yeah, have a little taste, sure.
I'm going to taste it, and while I taste it, Julio's going to tell you where you can go get the ingredients, as well as watch the videos.
The ingredients, basically, you could find just about any supermarket. How is that? She's quiet. It's always good when you don't hear anything.
Okay, well, the whole thing is that you guys didn't get to catch me put the actual piece in my mouth, right? However, I planned it accordingly because I figured he would talk while I would eat. And I must say that as I'm eating this, he's absolutely right when he says that there's been love put in this, because I can taste it. I can absolutely taste it.
And it's soft. The raisins are plump, very soft. It's not a dry pudding de pan.
No, it's not, and that's important. Okay, so where can people see the video? What's the YouTube channel?
Well, basically, you go to YouTube, you put in Chef Julio Rodriguez, and it'll just pop up. We have 8 right now. We're working on the best pasteles video. That's almost finished. That'll be coming up next week. And from there, we're just going to continue. We're going to Jamaica, and we're going to do oxtail stew. We're doing the chillo, the red snapper, after that. We're doing ensaladas de pulpo, and we're visiting each island as we go along with new videos for next year.
Beautiful. I just want to make sure that I have the proper information as to where you can actually check out Chef Julio. We're probably going to have Chef Julio back on again at a later show, because it sounds like he's got some really great recipes to share with us, even though, you know, he claims they're old school style, but, you know, we've upgraded and used modern tools such as food processors. But just the fact that you've taken There's Intrometido Frosty the Snowman. We just want to thank, he's leaving with the, easy there. All right, once again, thank you, Chef Julio Rodriguez. And thank you for the book. Make sure you sign it. And once again, if you're interested in getting the cookbook, Cooking Columbus, A History of Cooking in the Caribbean, you can go to, what is it, tinyearl.com?
Exlibrius.
Exlibrius?
.com.
Exlibrius.com
that's
/Cooking Columbus?
Yeah, that's the publisher.
Okay.
Barnes & Noble has it, Amazon has it, or you can give me a call and I'll get it to you somehow.
Beautiful, thank you. And once again, he's on YouTube, so check him out, Chef Julio, right? Just type up Chef Julio, and he's got already 8 videos up there, right?
There, the Budín de Pan came out. We have paella, we have mofongo, which is doing fantastic. We have arroz con pollo, pollo guisado, pollo fricasé, pernil, and arroz con gandules.
Oh, yeah. All he did was make me hungry, and all he brought me was pudín. Thank you.
Next time.
Chef Julio, yeah, next time. I'm going to hold him up for some arroz con pollo, mofongo, all that stuff. It sounds fabulous. All right, we got to take a quick break. Oh, no, actually, Bobby C., he was at the 2011 Heisman Trophy Award ceremony recently, and he got to speak with some of the attendees. Let's take a look at that.
Welcome back to Open. I'm Bobby C. On today's program, we're going to switch it up a little bit, little Sports NYC style, with a very special 2011 Heisman ceremony segment. Let's take a look back at the 2011 Heisman presentation. This is Bobby C. reporting from Times Square. The Heisman Trophy has a new man of steel. Baylor quarterback Robert Griffin III has been nothing short of amazing this season, and on Saturday night, Baylor's Superman was super in the race for the 77th Heisman Trophy. RG3 even has the socks to prove it.
If you can go to the Heisman, you wear your best suit, your best shoes, and your best socks. So these are the best socks I got. It's exciting. My heart was beating, really, really hard. I could feel it in my chest, like they all said. And when you hear your name called, you're just excited and relieved. The modest Griffin III, the first ever from Baylor University to win college football's most prestigious award, began the season on the fringe of the Heisman conversation. But the dynamic RG3 made a late push toward immortality.
Robert's just dynamic is the word we use a lot because he's so explosive, running the football. He can throw the deep ball, he can throw the short ball, he's accurate. As good as he is as a football player, he's just as good as a student, and he's a tremendous young man and ambassador for our football program.
The junior's signature moment came on a long touchdown pass with 8 seconds left to beat Oklahoma. He finished the season with 36 TDs and led the 15th ranked Bears to a 9-3 mark.
It's a huge individual award that he very much so deserves by the way that he's conducting himself, the way he's prepared, the way he's planned, and certainly by the way he's performed.
No player from Baylor had ever finished higher than 4th in the Heisman voting, and that was 48 years ago.
This is a transformational moment for Baylor University and our football program to have a Heisman Trophy winner, and coming off the season that we have, I don't think Baylor football will ever be the same.
The son of 2 U.S. Army sergeants said he couldn't have done it without the support of his family, teammates, and Baylor.
It's about, Baylor Nation. Last year our slogan was Rise Up, and we certainly done that. It's for the Waco community. We'll bring this back home and hopefully, inspire people to chase their dreams and, because I made my dream a reality.
He's worked so hard all his life and sacrificed so much just to get where he is. So it's a blessing. It's a culmination of all his hard work.
Is it just such a pleasure knowing that he's been this successful?
It's very pleasing, that the thing that we put forth for Robert and things for mastering different skills, in different events that he did.
RG3 had to be super to top this group of Heisman finalists. Luck finished 2nd, while Alabama running back Trent Richardson took 3rd. Wisconsin's Monty Ball and LSU's Tyrann Mathieu rounded out the voting.
This is the pinnacle of the great season that all of those finalists had, and every one of the guys that were here tonight, were undoubtedly extremely worthy candidates.
Then again, Griffin III is Superman, the Heisman's man of bronze. Robert Griffin III, the first Baylor player to ever win the Heisman, of course, is your 2011 selection. We're joined now on the program by Bronx News sports writer Howard Golden. Howard, were you shocked to see Robert Griffin III win?
No, I was not. It looked like from the latter part of the season that he was getting greater attention, doing excellently as he had all season, and it looked like he would be able to bypass Andrew Luck, the previous favorite for this year's award.
Watching Robert Griffin III up there, he definitely had a lot of fun tonight. A little bit of play with the Superman action and the socks. He is not only a terrific athlete, but also a superior academic student. In my mind, I think he is everything that the Heisman Award embodies. Do you agree?
Absolutely. You have a person who not only had a superlative season on the field, but a young man who graduated in 3 years with a major in political science, a man who is now working on his master's degree in communication, and someone who looks forward to in the future, if the NFL doesn't intervene, to going to Baylor Law School. So we have an extremely intelligent as well as a superior athlete. This is a young man who was born in Japan, probably the first Heisman winner who comes from a military family. Both his parents attained the position of sergeant in the Air Force. He, as he himself said this evening, was brought up where discipline was a very important facet in his life, and he obviously has a great degree of self-discipline to make himself so fine an athlete. In fact, in 2009, 2 years ago, in the third game of the season, he tore his ACL in his right knee. So he had to go a great deal of therapy, a great deal of getting himself back into shape to play competitive football at the highest level in the Big 12, and he was able to successfully do so, where many athletes obviously cannot.
For most of the season, Andrew Luck was the story. I would say for 2/3 of the season, many people felt that Andrew Luck would more than likely be the 2011 Heisman winner. Griffin, of course, steps in, and in my mind, one of the things we talked about with him here tonight, he had several Heisman signature moments. When was the moment that you felt Robert Griffin III won the Heisman?
Well, as he himself mentioned tonight, it probably was latter in the season in the game against Oklahoma. We're talking about a young man, quarterback, who in his last 203 passes was intercepted only once. We're talking about a man who has thrown 36 touchdowns to help his team be competitive in an extremely difficult conference. So we're talking about somebody who did not necessarily overtake someone, but who on his own merit won the award as a premier football player in the college level in 2011.
Where does Robert Griffin III rank in your book in terms of Heisman Award winners?
Well, in personality and intelligence, he probably ranks very, very highly, because one of the things that are supposed to be criteria for this particular award is character, not only on the field but off. In fact, in the third year of the ceremony, 1937, Byron White was second place finisher, and 25 years after that year, he was appointed to the United States Supreme Court by President John F. Kennedy. So we're talking about character being important.
Tonight's finalists actually remind me very much of the finals that we saw 2 years ago, where you had Ndamukong Suh, Tim Tebow, Colt McCoy, and of course Mark Ingram, who wins the award. In your mind, tonight, the ones that did not win, Andrew Luck, the Honey Badger, how would you rank them as finalists?
Well, they were obviously had excellent football years. In fact, the fifth-place finisher from Louisiana State, this year's soon-to-be probably national champion, was a defensive player, which is a tremendous rarity, and that shows the kind of outstanding season he had. Because in the 385 finishing finalists in the 77 years of the award, only 22 were defensive players. And the first who ranked at that level was a Fordham University students from the Bronx, Alex Wojciechowicz, who came in fourth in 1937, the first and last, unfortunately, Bronx college student in the top 5.
The Heisman Trophy actually designed after an NYU player. I think it's fitting that the award every year is right here in New York City. Do you agree?
Absolutely. It began in Lower Manhattan at the Downtown Athletic Club as the Downtown Athletic Club Award. It was only in its second year where it received the name of John Heisman, a coach who died during that year, and he was honored with the name for the trophy given at that time by the Downtown Athletic Club.
Very special to be here in Times Square with you, Howard. Your final thoughts on tonight's Heisman?
I think it was a very interesting one, and I think the first place finisher, Robert Griffin III, did himself outstandingly by showing not only his high intelligence, by how articulately he spoke on the cuff, but also the sense of humor and the fine personality and decency that he showed. The fact that his mother and father were here, that his sister was here, that his fiancée was here, shows something also about the character of his family.
That's all the time we have left in this segment, Howard. I really wanted to thank you for coming on the program. And as always, I wanted to encourage everybody at home to pick up the Bronx News and read your excellent columns.
Thank you very much. I appreciate being able to be here tonight. And I am always a pleasure to be with you. And I thank you very much for giving me this time.
Don't forget to tune in tonight, Sports NYC 9:30, and on Saturdays as well. We'll have more Open back after this.
And welcome back to Open with Rhina Valentin. And we are in the studio, and I am really excited because we are getting our groove on over here with the band that's about to be presented. That's right. It is now time for our Open Artist Spotlight.
The Open Artist Spotlight is made possible in part with public funds from the Bronx Council on the Arts through the New York State Council on the Arts Decentralization Program.
Since 2008, they have been thrilling the tri-state area with their punk rock and fast beats. With 2 releases under their belt, they're ready to take on television. That's right, here to perform on the Open Artist stage is Left in the Attic. Let's give it up for them.
Let's go! I'm the little guy in the left lane, doing 95 with my right wing, chilling by my side, gonna burn it up, yo. To the gas straws dry, pull the smoke out the window as the cops drive by. Saw a guy fly by, Randall silent. He just found out that his wife's been lying. He seen too much, so he's jumping, diving. Street riding, we're FDR driving. East River in the FDR drive. Ballroom River to the west side. Cross Bronx to the T-Neck Bridge. Jones Beach and Robin Moses. Put the radio up and the windows down and it's pedal to the metal. All across town with the wind whipped air and the left lane's there. These directions take us all the way there. Westbound on the LIE, but coming back from the sea towards NYC. Gonna SWE, JCHB. Cruising Pella Parkway, mad smoothly. Whitestone Bridge, the Van Wyck Parkway. 290 on the BQ Expressway. Shot like a shotgun, Sunset Park. Shocked if you find a place to park in the dark, cause there's a radio up and the windows down and it's pedal to the metal. All across town with the wind whipped air and the left lane's there. These directions take us all the way there. Yo, Boca Green, White Castle, 3 jalapenos, bro, and please no hassle. In fact, could you double that and a fat sack? The single don't jack with the whack in the back. Much to the memory to see because Greenwich Avenue knows no poverty with the wine galleries. Earning 6-figure salaries, open with toweries, complain about galleries. Radio up, the windows down, and it's pedal to the metal. All across town with the wind whipped air and the left lane's there. These directions take us all the way there. radio up and the windows down, and it's pedal to the metal, bro, all across town with the wind whip tear and the left lane's there. These directions take us all the way there. These directions take us all the way there. These directions take us all the way there.
Woo! Yes! Left in the Attic, everyone, and I just want everybody to introduce themselves. However, you have to speak into the microphone in order for us to hear you. So,
Hi, I'm Jax. I'm lead singer and guitar player.
Cool.
I'm Chrissy. I play bass.
Nice, nice, nice. So really quickly, because I want to make sure that we get all the information in, share with us how long you guys been together. You guys speaking to the mic.
We've been together since 2008. We love rocking on. We love each other. We're awesome. And we've been writing material. We got 2 albums under our belt. You can find us at leftintheattic.com. You can find us on Facebook. We're looking for friends, so go friend us.
Yay!
Facebook.com//leftintheattic. We have a Twitter account as well. You can find us Left in the Attic on Twitter.
Nice, nice.
And yeah, thanks for having us, man. This
Yeah,
is
no,
awesome.
no. Let's talk to the drummer. Only because, well, you know what? Maybe you can grab that microphone because I know we wanted to get to know everybody a little really quickly, and I'm going to mile a minute because, you know, you guys have been together for how long?
We've been a band for 3 years, but we've known each other since high school.
And where are you guys from?
Mouth the mic.
We're from the Bronx.
That's what's up. You see? That's what.
Hell yeah, we're Bronx
BX,
based.
baby, BX. We're full of flavor, and the fact that you guys have known each other for a long time. All right. Well, where would you guys practice? Obviously.
We practice in a basement in in Jax's house. In the Bronx.
In the Bronx.
It's a sweet area. Yeah. It's in the Bronx.
You know, I for some odd reason, I thought we were going to say the attic.
No, we practice in the basement.
Boom, right? Because you were left in the attic.
I know.
All right. So
We're
how
left
did
in
you
the
come up with that name, real quick?
We got left. We had a party, and below the party was, above the party was the attic, and we got left in the attic by Nicole, our friend Nicole Schaffo. We looked down from the attic, and nobody was there, and our whole party escaped.
Shouting out Nicole. Nicole, thank you for leaving them in the attic because now they're left in the attic. Thank you, ladies. All right. And once again, we want to thank Left in the Attic for coming through. Check out their songs by going to www.leftintheattic.com. And, well, people, my good people, I hate when this happens, but we are out of time. And, well, you know, like we always want to thank all of our guests for coming through, including Chef Julio, Bobby C, and, of course, Left in the Attic. And we'd like to thank you, our viewers, for watching wherever you are. Please remember to tune into the Recablecast tonight at 5 p.m. and 10 p.m. and throughout the entire weekend. For full episodes of Open, Past, and Present, you can check us out by going to Bronxnet.org. Once again, I'm Rhina Valentin, and from all of us here at Open, may the universe provide peace, prosperity, and love. Mwah. Have a fantastic holiday season, everyone. Woo! You can play us out. Go for it. Go for it. Woo! Left in the Attic. Go for it. Go for it. Yeah.
In the street in the middle of the night, went to the corner, had a huge fist fight, shot 10 windows with his 45 gun, killed 2 kids and it's on the run, yeah. Let the murderers run free. No more democracy, no human occupancy. Structure fire consumed with flames. He wants no cash, shows it all for fame. A room full of lies and he's to blame. He claims lives without no shame, yeah.